So whatever the doubts students were asking, I just consolidated. I have noted down their doubts, frequently asked questions from the students at this point in time. Now that they have about 20 days for the final exam, these 20-25 days, whatever time we have, how do we manage it? That's main concern for all the students. So whatever question I see, that's what is basically reflected here. How do we utilize the time very effectively? That's what they are coming to basically. So the first question, sir, in biology, of course, this is a common question for all the faculty members. The question is, there has been a change that has been announced by NTA in exam pattern regarding the number of questions. Can you please explain about that change? What is that change? So they want to have that clarity about. Can you please explain, Sir Rampasad?
Yes. Now, this year, NTA, keeping in mind, since we are suffering with this, the pandemic situation and all these things, the NTA this time, they have given an additional, in each subject, an additional 5 extra questions has been given. It's like a one type of choice-based type. In that extra 5 questions, you can select. Means that previously, if biology is there, it is like a 90 bits. But now that is it has been given one more extra 10 bits is been added. So altogether that biology is for 100, physics is for 50, and chemistry is for 50. So altogether you are getting a 200 bits. Now in that 200 bits, you can select like a bits like almost 180 bits. So we can have a choice, and according to that you can go with this. Means if you are facing any difficulty in any one of the chapter, so that would be easy. So you can skip that chapter, or you can leave that the difficulty concept in that, so that would be easy for you. So whenever the such difficulty questions are been coming, especially in case of this biology, the problems related to the genetics, or some of the toughest problems in the case of this physics, you can skip those questions. Now that would be easy for you to recollect those points. So it is again the completely based on this NCERT lines. So be thorough with all those lines. Yes.
Okay, so what you are saying is earlier there was no choice.
Yes.
They were given 180 bits. They had to attend all 180 bits.
Yes, 180.
Now they've added about 20 questions extra.
Yes.
So 200 questions they'll give you. Out of that, you can select any 180. Is it that any 180 they can attempt?
No.
Is there any category?
No. In section B, you have 15 bits. In that 15 bits, in each subject, in physics and chemistry, botany, zoology, in section B, there is a 15 questions for each subject. In that, you have to select randomly or any manner. You can go with this at 10 bits.
Okay, so section A, you have in that case, section A, 35 questions.
Yes, 35. No, in that there is no option.
No choice.
No option like that.
So the section B, you have 15 questions. There you have a choice. You can attempt any of them.
Yes.
Okay. So is there any negative marking difference there, or is it you have negative marking and all?
The negative marking is same. That will be no change at all. But the only thing is that you have an additional extra 5 questions for each subject, so that you can select the best of your choice, and you can go with that question.
Right, sir. Understood. So now that they have a choice, in a way it is good, but then the students might also feel like I have to read the question at least. So time management would be a problem. Already 180 bits, 180 minutes was a very tough task. Now I have to read 200 bits in 180 minutes. Of course, I have a choice. So there could be some concern like that. What is your opinion, sir? Is it a positive thing for the students having an additional choice of 5 questions? From your subject point of view, we will discuss individually each subject wise. Botany point of view, what do you think? Is it good, bad?
I think it's an added advantage to each and every student, sir. The thing is that if you are feeling like if any chapter, or if you are uncomfortable with any one of the concept, if suddenly you have seen that question related to that concept, then you can skip that shop. Then you can skip that question immediately, so that you can go with the choice which has been available in the section B. So that is it's a good option which has been given by NTA. And I think it's a positive move which was made by NTA. I respect this.
Okay.
And again, to the side of the students, it will be beneficial.
Okay, right, sir, right. So same way, let us hear from the other subjects also. Raghu sir, physics department. Sir, regarding this NTA new change of number of questions being increased from 45 questions per subject to 50 questions per subject, but then they have 5 questions choice in the section B. So what do you think? In physics, would it be a problem for the student reading 5 more questions in the given time, or would it be a better beneficial for the students?
Good evening, all of you. Myself, Raghu. I'm taking the physics. Actually, this is, if you feel that, that is a little bit what we say, I need to say that is a little bit good for the students, as well as a little bit what we say, that is
not good as well.
Not good as well.
Okay.
If you go for the good for the students, you can expect more questions. I mean, say easy questions from the theory. You can cover more theory bits, because that extra 5 questions are there. You can expect more questions from the theory, so you can score it well. As well as, if you feel that 5 questions, you have to see that which are easy for you. So for that one, it will take little time. But from my side, if I say, that is good for the students only.
Okay. Okay. So me being a physics teacher, I would like to add what Raghu sir is saying. So in general, according to whatever analysis we have done, last 4 or 5 years, if you observe the NTA NEET, I mean not NTA, NEET paper, if you analyze it, out of 45 questions in physics, around 10 to 12 questions used to be theoretical based questions. Though people say physics is numerical based, but there are about 10 to 12 questions, they come like theoretical. So that student will feel comfortable. Biology aspiring student, they'll be comfortable. They'll have a difficulty in numericals. Now that, as Raghu sir is saying, you have 5 questions added, in that you will get 1 or 2 extra theory questions. So yes, the number of theory questions will increase. Earlier it used to be 10 to 12. Maybe now you'll have 14, 15 theory questions. More the number of theory questions, better it is. I think it's a good way. In physics, it's actually good that way. So I think, yeah. Next, let us go to chemistry. Chandrakant sir, I think you are muted. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
So what do you think about you, sir? I mean, the chemistry point of view, number of questions increased there.
So definitely, sir. And the chemistry point of view, single point I will say, so presence of mind, the student who can maintain the 3 hours well. So the new pattern will be, it's a definitely added advantage, especially in the chemistry side. Still now, when we see the previous question papers, there numericals are not more than 2 steps. And the total crowd of the numericals are less than 7 or 8. Formula-based questions are there. Direct logic. And this pattern will definitely add their preparation, sir. But one thing, the student has to be very conscious. While attempting the objective, there has to be very conscious.
Right. So otherwise, silly mistake, they say.
Yeah. I always they use it to say that one only.
Correct.
Silly mistake. That's not the silly mistake actually. That's a blunder.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. So we'll move on to the next question. The next question is, is there any book other than NCERT book that we can read now so that I can improve my score. Right now, about 20 odd days are there. Apart from NCERT, should I follow any other book to improve my score? So we'll start with biology. Ram Prasad sir.
Now, reading the NCERT textbook is sufficient for the NEET examination. But if at all any students wants to read extra points or extra any other thing, information, the best book I'm going to suggest is that MTG Fingertips in Biology is one of the best or good book. Now, read thoroughly the NCERT lines and then do bits from randomly from MTG. Not each and every bit. Do bits randomly from that chapter. That would be beneficial for you. Right.
Okay, right. As far as chemistry, what do you think, sir? Now you have 3 separate segments: organic, inorganic, and physics.
Yes, sir. That's a big drawback.
Yes,
but
yes.
the student who is very keen on the chemistry part, it is a scoring subject. The students know very well about this. So the first of all, let them very focused on textbook. If the students are focusing on top single-digit ranks, then that's a preparatory plan is different. But to secure one of the stethoscope, if I will get one stethoscope is enough for them, I will suggest only textbook. In a different manner they have to approach.
One thing here, what you are saying is textbook in the sense, are you talking about the state board textbook or are you talking about that NCERT textbook?
NCERT textbook, sir. NCERT textbook, not the state board. Of course, much more coincidence is there, but still I prefer NCERT textbook.
Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
only that is NCERT book is alone right now, enough.
Yes, sir. At this moment, no need to go for different books. I won't recommend for different new books. If the student is extraordinary and that is a very exceptional event, but generally a regular student, actually chemistry volume is very bigger in size comparatively maths and physics is a bigger in volume. So the student revising the existed topic itself, revising its class notes, that is only the biggest challenge right now. I recommend student just focus on the textbook, each line, including exercise questions, in text questions.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, the factual information, exactly the factual data.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in physics, what do you think? Apart from NCERT book, is there anything that I need to prepare for physics?
Yes, sir. Actually, we have very less time, so better to go for NCERT book only. If you go for other book, you feel that, yeah, this concept I may not know, so I have to read it. You may feel like that. So better to go for the NCERT book itself because we have very less time. And also focus on formulae, mainly formulae. And also you can see that in the book, some graphs are there and also tabular forms are there. And also back side of the book, you can see that points ponder. So focus on this formulae as well as the points, important points and the graphs related. That is enough.
Okay.
So you need not to go for any other book. Just whatever you have already prepared that notes, just go through it.
Okay.
Because we won't get that much of time.
Right. Yes, Chandrakant sir, you want to add something?
Sir, actually, in my observation, many students, they do not follow the exemplar. NCERT exemplar, they do not follow. So I recommend them to complete the NCERT exemplar mandatory book.
Right.
Generally, many students, they will underline every line, every word, that's it. Textbook is the final for them. But many people, I'm talking many people, except some sincere students who are good in working, that is different approach. But majority of the people, they don't know about NCERT exemplar.
Right, sir. So now I have this follow-up question. Suppose I follow only NCERT textbook, nothing else. Completely NCERT textbook I follow.
Okay.
So what percentage of marks can I get?
Damn sure, sir.
Yeah.
I believe if the student, the way of approach is clear. Suppose it's not like that question, okay, answer, even if I won't understand the question, I have remembered the answer. If that approach means the question mark only, if that is approach, question mark. But if the student focusing on that question and its concept, there may be hardly 15-20 questions, sir, each chapter. There are some questions, some lessons, total questions will be up to 30. if every question, if you are clear understanding, if the same question, if it is in a different manner, if we ask, if you are ready, so definitely you will be in the top 2000 damn sure.
So
Yeah, free seat.
even if the information given in NCERT, even
Yeah.
if it twisted, you are able to analyze it. Then NCERT book is enough. You're saying to get
Yes, sir.
below
Chemistry
2000
point of
rank.
view, chemistry point of view, I can say that, because twisted in the sense they won't. Previous question papers when we observe, it's not big twisting, a simple twisting itself.
But how do I get the practice of twisted questions? If I read only NCERT textbook, how do I know if a twisted question comes? How do I analyze it? That if I keep on reading, then how do I get that idea, that practice?
Yes, sir. Right moment, your teacher only final. Right now, the teacher and student together has to work. It's not individual one in that direction.
Okay.
Every option has to be analyzed. Every option has to be analyzed.
Okay, so you need to have a mentor there to sit with the student, discuss.
Yes, sir. In that direction, definitely.
Right. If you have NCERT textbook and then you have any doubts in it and you have somebody to explain it, then it should be enough, you're saying. Okay.
Nowadays in the NEET also interlinking questions are increasing, sir. Suppose somewhere states of matter, critical temperature, and somewhere polarity. Polarity, critical temperature, generally learner will think what's relation is there. So actually there is a relation. So now NEET pattern also nowadays interlinking questions are increasing. Two properties together, the final output.
Ram Prasad sir.
Yes.
In biology, if I prepare only NCERT and nothing else,
Yes, I understand.
I'll do it 3 times, 4 times, revise. If I do that, how many marks can I get in NEET exam?
Sure, you are going to get the 100% marks. But the thing is that whenever the questions like choose the incorrect statement, choose the correct statement, select the odd one.
Yeah, that's what changing the existed data, right, sir?
If such questions will comes, or generally the students will they commit mistakes here. If the question is like a straight line or the definition one, or it is like a line of the text or the sentence, then the students will easily score that. But the thing is that select the best one, the odd one, then the interlink the chapter. Some of the questions like they are interrelated to one chapter, the other chapter. At this moment, the students may be a little bit of confused here.
Okay.
So because of that reason, one has to do the practicing bits more. So my best suggestion to all that, in my opinion, that MTG Fingertips in Biology is one of the best book what I observed.
Okay. So you need to read NCERT textbook, and after that MTG Fingertips, whatever book that you have, you need to practice.
Practice it randomly, not each and every.
Obviously, you cannot do everything now. There's no time, but randomly. Okay. So now again, randomly meaning how do I know which is important, which is not so important? That comes by. Anyway, I'll come with the follow-up question anyway. Before that, Raghu sir. Yeah. So if I follow only NCERT, in physics, how many marks can I get?
Damn sure, sir. You will get 100%. Because understanding, based on the understanding, if you understand the concept clearly, so you can score it very well. So that book is that you have to understand the concept. So even though you are knowing the formula, but you have to know how to apply it. So my opinion is that if you read it, don't read it, just understand. If you understand clearly, no doubt at all, damn sure you'll get 100%. And also,
see, my problem is, I want to understand, but there's no time here now. Only 25 days are there. How do I understand everything now? That's going to be the next question. So can you please suggest certain chapters, maybe some topics where I can focus, and within this limited time that I have here, I'll be able to score well, some easy to score topics, easy to cover kind of topics, having a higher weightage in the examination. So if you can suggest such kind of topics,
yes,
that would be better. Yeah.
Yes, sir. If you go for the first years, from the first year side, of course, everyone can do that physical, that first units and dimension. You no doubt at all, you will get the questions from it. And also from the second year, you are very familiar with second year because you have been doing the second year that chapters. So if you focus on second year chapters, that current electricity, you will get at least 5 questions. And also from the modern physics, if you go for the modern physics, optics, atoms, dual nature of radiation, and that if you see that, if you focus on it, actually those chapters those chapters are there in the chemistry also. So you can easily focus and you can easily score the marks. And also if you go for the optics, from the optics side, at least you will get 5 marks, 5 bits, not 5 marks, 5 bits. So I need to say that if you concentrate on second year, from the second year, you can expect more bits from the current electricity and modern physics, and also optics from the second year part. From the first year part, if you see from the first year part, just already we have discussed that, just units and dimensions, no doubt at all. From it, you'll get it. And if you don't feel hard, just concentrate on rotational mechanics. Very simple questions are asking. You may feel that rotational mechanics is very hard, I may not score it. No. If you go through the previous papers, if you see that go through the previous paper, you can see at the most similar questions are asking. So better to concentrate on previous papers.
Okay. Yeah, so that comes to, again, let me discuss with the chemistry also. Sir, chemistry also,
Yes.
easy to score, simple topics, but high weightage topics where I can focus now to improve my performance here.
Yeah, from my side, sir, thermodynamics also, you can go for it. Thermodynamics also, you can get more bits from the thermodynamics.
Yeah, so one more thing, like thermodynamics and modern physics, whatever you have in physics, that is there in chemistry also.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, chemistry, sir.
Yes, sir. Of course, you said thermodynamics. Then work and heat related, maybe students are good. But here, student has to work about delta G and entropy also, free energy,
Correct.
delta S. These two related this year, myself, I guess, entropy and free enthalpy, free energy, spontaneity with respect to delta S and delta G related questions are possible. Anyway, student is doing in the thermodynamics, that is work and heat related. This time, I guess, internal energy, no need to much focus. Let the student has to focus on delta S and delta G.
Okay. So as a whole in chemistry, organic chemistry, yeah, please.
Yes, sir. Especially in the organic point of view, student generally, the student will dwell into the second year itself. I will suggest not to immediately open the second year organic. First, you spend several hours, just 4 or 5 hours enough to invest in the GOC direction, inductive effect, mesomeric effect, resonance, hyperconjugation, these two. And then after, how to identify electrophile, nucleophile, and how to identify the group. This is plus M effect, this is minus M effect group. How to organize them. GOC, if the student focusing on just 3 to 4 hours as a revision part, that's enough. Then he can excel with very speed in the second year organic also. In fact, I can say second year organic is just an exceptional information, added information to the GOC. Everything second year, whatever we study, that is from the root of GOC only. Well, so this is what organic suggestions, sir. So definitely chemical bonding, periodic properties, atomic structure. In the atomic structure, the quantum mechanical model not required. These 2-3 lessons mandatory, and every synopsis important. Every synopsis, these 3 lessons. Some other lessons we can take the excuse. Some property wise we need to read. No lesson can live ideally. That's not correct. Every lesson must be covered. Some lesson may be 50%. Some particular lesson may be 25%. Atomic structure, periodic properties, and chemical bonding compulsory. Every pinpoint, every synopsis important. GOC full-fledged, and environmental chemistry, chemistry in everyday life. Yes, sir. So, and oxidation state concept, especially redox.
Okay, sir. Yeah, sir, in biology, some important topics that you can suggest.
Yes, yes. In 11th class textbook, especially in botany, some of the important chapters like plant kingdom, where you have to go with this, some of the diagrams of this algae and the diagrams of this pteridophytes, bryophytes, the diagram based questions in the plant kingdom is very important. And again, in the chapter called plant anatomy, where the thing is that you have to learn the simple permanent tissues like parenchyma, parenchyma, sclerenchyma. This is very important. And again, the secondary growth in dicot stem as well as in dicot root, and the transfer section of this dicot root, dicot stem, monocot root, monocot stem. These are very important. Now coming to the plant morphology, this chapter is mainly been concerned. This is completely a memory-based chapter, but still you have to remember the important points from the leaf and also the important points from the stem. The underground stem modification, subaerial stem modification, and aerial stem modification in that. Now, again, in the living world chapter, it looks like very easy, but generally the majority of the questions from the living world chapter is from the taxonomical aids. The taxonomical aids is one of the important. Every year, 1 or 2 bits has been coming from this taxonomical aids. And coming to the biological classification, this chapter, where you have to concentrate more on the fungi, the general characters of the fungi, classification of the fungi is very, very important. And after that, molecular biology is one of the important chapter where you have to learn replication of the DNA molecule, transcription, lack of operon. These 3 concepts are very important from the chapter molecular biology. And again, the biotechnology, where you have to learn the principles of biotechnology, applications of biotechnology complete. And again, one more chapter, cell biology, biomolecule, cell cycle, and cell division, where a minimum of 5 to 6 bits are been coming every year from these 3 chapters. So you have to recollect all those points from the cell biology, cell cycle, and cell division, and biomolecule. Especially, you have to read each and every line of the plant ecology chapter. Very, very important. And you are going to get a minimum of 5 to 7 bits from plant ecology, right? So practice according to that. And again, plant physiology chapter. And in this plant physiology, you are going to get bits from plant growth and development, especially plant growth regulators. And from transport in plants, long distance transport, diffusion, osmosis to the related concepts, mineral nutrition, the role of macro and micro elements, nitrogen metabolism, and again, classification of enzymes. You have to read the classification, the 6 classes of the enzymes. And one more, photosynthesis. The questions are based on like Calvin cycle, C4 pathway, factors affecting the photosynthesis. These are important from photosynthesis point of view. Respiration, you have to learn the glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and electron transport, RQ values. These are very important for examination point of view. Right? Thank you.
Sir, you had given an exhaustive list and I'm feeling overwhelmed looking at that. I hope the students can understand that. Yeah, yes. I hope it is the simplified version. Yeah. So good to have that complete information. So as far as physics, as far as physics is concerned, what Raghu sir is saying is that you focus more on second year, because second year you covered very recently. So you can remember it better, and that too almost 60% weightage comes from there only. And that too 10th class related topics like current electricity and all that, they are there. And modern physics is also there in chemistry, double benefit and all that. Yeah. And in first year also some easy topics you can definitely focus on. Yeah. All right. So now the next question, sir. Next question is, okay, I understand some important points are there. And what the students are saying is this: there are so many things to remember. When I read, at that moment I feel fine with the information I read. But after a few days, I keep forgetting. Can you please suggest a strategy to remember the things better, at least important things? Any suggestions in terms of understanding the remembering them better? Now that it is coming closer examination, because of the anxiety also, student tend to forget.
Yes, that's what, sir. Main problem is that they are thinking about the load of memory. How much this much load I bared the 2 years, and they are thinking that I'm unable to bear the load. you don't think about the load. I recommend the student, don't think about the extra load. Just you think about which you are able to, you are forgetting. Recognize that first of all. By the seeing the total vision, total content, atomic structure to environmental chemistry and chemistry in everyday life, the total lessons why you are thinking to memorize. It's not your burden. Please forget about it. All lessons are not your burden. Just think which are your positives, where you are forgetting, which tabular forms, which data. Recognize first that one. And you keep on refill because of time factor. Refill it, that's it. Obviously, you will forget. After the examination, if I ask you some question, what is polarity? Definitely you will forget. Up to the examination, the complicated aspects has to be refilled. Do not, everyone will forget. Forgetting is a God-gifted opportunity. It's a great opportunity. You are great. You are the human being. You will forget, quite common. It's not a disorder of the mind. It's not the disorder, order of the mind. So please take it as a positive. You will forget, that's good. But then refill it, which are very complicated to you. Then that you have to refill continuously. Recognize. My simple suggestion is that just you refill which you are forgetting. Try to refill it up to the exam.
So keep revising.
Data. Yes,
keep
sir.
revising.
Yes, sir. Because at right now, I cannot say that love the subject, you never forget. I won't say, because of time factor, I won't say like that. Just I will say you are forgetting. Okay, you need only the stethoscope you want. Then you will get it. Just you recognize the which topics that you are forgetting, which tabular form. Okay, solid state, some tabular forms you are forgetting, or electrochemistry, some tabular forms you are writing. So formulas, physical chemistry formulas that you are forgetting, which you are forgetting, just you recognize, that's your success.
Okay, right. Yeah, Raghu sir.
Yes, sir.
How do I remember the formula in physics? Physics is a very scary subject for me.
Yeah. Actually, my suggestion is that already you have noted down that formula. So just better to go through that whatever sir said, Chandrakant sir. So you have to revise it. Just revise it. But you feel that if you feel that I'm not able to remember that, just a better suggestion is that just keep aside that formula notebook, and do practice it. Give them more mock test. If you give them more mock test, you can ultimately remember the formula. No doubt at all. Just if you feel that I need to remember the formula, you can't remember the formula. No doubt at all. Because if you try to remember it, you remember only for the few days. But if you practice it, just write more mock test based on that. So ultimately you can remember that formula for the long time.
Okay. So what you're saying is like you start applying it many times.
Yes, sir.
In various situations so that you can remember it better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Start practicing questions and start applying that formula repeatedly so that you can remember it better.
Yes,
so
sir.
Identify the formula which you are not able to remember, and then keep working on them by solving more questions and applying it in various situations. Fine. Sir, in biology, it's not about the formula, it's about information. So many facts I need to remember.
Yes.
So much of information I need to gather and assimilate. So any strategies, any techniques to remember things better?
The better way to manage the thing is that since we have a very less time is there, so it is again very difficult to remember each and every line of the textbook. The best way of this recollecting all those points is that writing the points in a book, or like you take one book, write the heading name, like the concept or the sub-concept, keep on writing those points like which you felt difficulty, or identify the weak areas that, and then write all those things in that book. Now, just now today you have completed one mock test. Then in that mock test, identify the weak areas. And so the concept is not clear. So you open the book and read the concept, revise it, once again revise it, read it, and do the practicing the bits from that concept. And if at all you are not good in that, take a paper and read the lines and then again, write those lines on that book. And when you are going for one more mock test, recollect those lines that what we have wrote on that. So it's one of a better way of remembering the things in an easy manner. So that
I want to understand, like, so suppose I have NCERT textbook with me. I'm reading line by line, I'm reading. So I identified some good point there.
yes,
So I want to understand it and I want to remember it. Whatever understanding I got, I want to write it somewhere. So you are asking me to write it separately in your notebook, or you
Yes.
want me to write it on the book itself?
No,
There
not,
only mark it.
not on the textbook. You have to write. You have to keep on separate notebook for this right now.
Mhm.
So what I said to you that just now today you have completed one mock test. And in that mock test, you have to identify the weak areas that in this concept, I am weak in this concept. So you have to open the concept, read it, and then identify the weak areas that what you have faced. Read those lines,
Okay.
copy those lines, remember the lines for next examination. There is a better way of doing practice.
Right. So, is there any mental maps, mind maps, flow charts,
Yes.
something of that kind? Will that help?
That would be helpful. So that would be helpful.
Okay.
But still, it is a very less time is there.
Okay.
And
Yeah, so
also-
I'm also requesting, sirs, on behalf of all the students, if you could identify some flow charts kind of thing and write them, maybe keep it, that probably will distribute to the other students as well. All right. This year we are launching our branch into Bengaluru also, right? And in Hyderabad we have been successful, but we want to extend our presence there in Bengaluru also. We have started a branch. This year we are launching. So for the students who are writing NEET examination now, is there any support that we can give, right? Through flow charts, maybe some important points, formulas and all, is there anything that we can help out? We'll try to send that information. Yeah, let's move on with the discussion. So now the next question is about mock tests only. So my concern now is I have to write the mock test also, I have to read also. How much time should I spend on writing mock test? And how much time should I spend on reading? There are two things now. What should I do? First write the mock test and read it, or first read and then write the mock test? In a day, let us say I'm having about 12 hours of time. I have to spend nearly 12 hours of time at least now. In that 12 hours of time, how much time should I spend on writing the mock test and analyzing it? And how much time should I spend on reading, regular reading, revising and all? So I want to know from subject point of view, because different subjects will have different ways of learning. So from chemistry point of view, what do you think, sir?
Yes, sir. Chemistry point of view, to cover the complete information, coordination compounds, electrochemistry, solutions, and first year GOC and second year organic. Chemistry point of view, one cannot take any excuse of any full lesson excuse, not possible, sir. So definitely per day, 3 hours reading compulsory. Even if you can write half an hour exam also, no problem. But reading, revising the investment time investment towards revising by leaving the new content, already completed content, minimum 3 hours, 2.5 hours plus reading compulsory, mandatory.
So in chemistry, don't read anything new.
Yes.
Keep reading whatever is already known, but read for about 3 hours a day.
Yes, sir. If generally some students, maybe they have done 50% itself, suppose 50% preparation done, then they have to focus on theoretical areas like synthetic polymers and biomolecules and environmental chemistry.
Okay.
That kind of theory part they can get the grip. If they are not, I'm talking about utter ground and aspirant.
Okay.
Utter ground and aspirant. Merit student, I think they don't want to do any new content. Just they have to do the revise. Already they have done full 360 degrees area of the chemistry they have done. So I recommend them just to revise the existed content. No need to do extra content. Half an hour exam for chemistry direction is enough.
So you are suggesting them to write the exam every day?
Yeah, every day. Every day.
Okay. Now the exam, should it be like 3 hour all subjects together, or only chemistry they have to write separately?
I guess that depends upon student potential, sir. Generally, the students, what I observed, three subjects, all subjects equally lifting students are less proud. The students, majority of the people, more than 80% of the performers will lift two subjects equally. Generally, chemistry and bio, they use it to lift in the neat direction.
Okay.
Chemistry and bio, they lift equally. So at the time, that kind of people, two subjects together, they can write exam, but writing exam every day mandatory.
Right. Okay. Sir, what do you think, Raghu sir? Now reading theory more, or examinations they should track, right? They need to keep writing exams. So how much time they should spend on reading every day, and how much time they should spend on solving problems through mock tests and then revising it?
Yeah, parallelly you have to balance it, but for the NEET people, they feel that physics is very hard. So my suggestion is that you have to parallelly balance. So go for 1 hour for revising the concepts, go through the formulae, and you have to write, you have to give the test. With the giving the test only, you come to know where you are weak. So suppose you are giving some test. In the test, you are not able to answer 5 questions. Now you came to know that I am weak at this section. So you have to go for the concepts, revise it, and again write the next test. So gradually you can improve yourself, right?
So they need to do both. Like, is it like 50-50%? What percentage of time?
Yeah, that is better. Go for better to write the more tests. That is better.
Okay. More the number of tests, better it is.
Yes.
After that, revise it. First write the exam and then revise it. Okay. Taken. What about biology, sir?
Now, the student has to write every alternate day one complete, means one test has been required, one complete mock test has been required for every alternate day is must. Now, after writing every test or every mock test, identify the weak areas and then recollect or remember or try to go to that concept and again learn the concept if you did any mistakes in that. And again, in biology, there are some of the chapters like which are completely memory based chapters out there, especially for like a chapter like plant morphology. It's like a completely memory based, and you have to remember many of the examples like plant anatomy. If such chapters will come arise to you, then the thing is that you have to read those chapters every alternate day or every day you have to read each and every line. At least you turn those pages, see the diagram, see the concept, like see the flow chart, see the table. At least try to recollect those points. That would be a good idea. And again, some of the concept oriented things chapters are like plant physiology, like this is like a concept related. Now these concept related chapters that you have to go with every week or in a week at least once, you have to go with those chapters. Right. For memory based chapters, you have to read it every day or every alternate day. You have to recollect those points. And again, the preparation point of view, you have to read at least a minimum of 5 to 6 hours preparation is been required. Every alternate day, you have to write one mock test. That is sufficient.
Okay, so they need to spend more time on reading as well.
Reading. And again, simultaneously,
about 70%, 30%? I don't know. You should set how much time they should spend on average.
They should equal 50-50.
50%. Okay. Narendra sir. So I missed you. Students list.
I'm unable to join because of some network issues.
You are in the students list. I missed you. Sir, the discussion is going on about this 25 days time that is available, how to effectively utilize the time in the least time in a smart way. How do we prepare? How do we remember things? What to do? Writing examinations is better or reading is better? This is the discussion going on. I'll leave it to you for 10 minutes, sir. Please discuss about geology in general, any interesting, important topics, easy to score, those kind of things. In general, I would like to know some information from you, sir.
Right, sir. See, this is Narendra Reddy, zoology lecturer. Here, in this discussion, for zoology concern, zoology aspect of view, you have a 9 chapters in NCERT class 11, that is animal kingdom, next structural organization, then digestion and absorption, breathing and exchange of gases, body fluids and circulation, excretory products and their elimination, locomotion and movement, neural control and coordination, chemical and control and coordination. See, from these 9 chapters, last year, nearly 20 questions. First, from animal kingdom, 4 questions are given. In last previous NEET, 4 questions from animal kingdom. Here, most of the students, they are facing difficulty in reading animal kingdom because it is a number of examples are there, number of common names, number of examples, scientific name, common names. See, don't panic about means animal kingdom. See, animal kingdom, read in the tabular form, means compare each point. For example, take 1 point, level of organization. First, take level of organization. Porifera, cellular level. Cnidaria and Ctenophora, both are tissue level. From Platyhelminthes, organ level, but in tabular form, organ system level is also there. Don't miss the summary, and at last end of the chapter, you have one tabular form. In that tabular form, they given organ system level also. Then from Aschelminthes to Chordata, need not to read all phylums. From Aschelminthes to Chordata, same level of organization. Means that is organ system level. Take one more point, for example, I am giving. Primary germ layers. Here, no true primary germ layers in Porifera, no diploblastic in Cnidaria and Ctenophora. Then from Platyhelminthes onwards, triploblastic. Need not to read every phylum. From Platyhelminthes to up to Chordata, triploblastic. See, like this, compare the points. For example, one more point is reproduction are exclusively marine. Exclusively marine, 3 invertebrate phylums are exclusively marine. Ctenophora, Echinodermata, Hemichordata. And in these 3 phylums, fertilization is external. Like this, compare the points. Next, when you compare the points, that is very easy to remember for animal kingdom concern. Then one more point, see, some similar names are there. Some similar names. All worms, earthworm, roundworm, hookworm, pinworm, filarial worm. Next, see all these worms, but all worms not comes under same taxonomic category. Here, this is repeated question. Repeated question in NEET. Which of the following set of organisms belongs to same taxonomic category? To confuse the student, all worms they give at one set, but all worms are not belongs to same taxonomic category. So earthworm is different, tapeworm is different. Next, roundworm, hookworm, pinworm, seatworm, these are belongs to same phylum. But earthworm is different, tapeworm is different. So like this, next, just remember the comparison points for animal kingdom. Next, structural organization concept. Structural organization, all epithelial tissue, tabular form. You have to prepare table for epithelial tissue. Tissues, all tissues at one table. Epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, nervous tissue. Epithelial tissue again simple and compound. Simple again, squamosal, cuboidal, columnar. Connective tissue, 2 or 3 different types. Next, by preparing the table, when you go through the table, that is very easy to remember. Next, examples are most important. See, and sometimes they are giving epithelial tissue connected with other, means muscle. For example, blood vessels. Blood vessels. For example, take blood vessels. What is the epithelium and what is the muscle present in blood vessel? Epithelium means simple squamosal epithelium. Muscle means a smooth muscle. This is a means connecting questions between epithelium and muscle. See, stomach and intestine. What is the epithelium present in stomach and intestine? Means columnar epithelium. What is the muscle in stomach and intestine? Means again smooth muscle. Like this, this is a comparison structural organization. See, need not to read earthworm and frog. Next, no questions from earthworm and frog. In previous NEET, only in 2016, one question by default. Next, one questions perm flow sequence question is there. But next remaining exams, we have a 9 NEET papers so far. In 9 papers, only one question from frog, even no single question from it. See, cockroach, they are giving one question, or sometimes they are giving 2 questions from cockroach. See, cockroach concern about cockroach. See, one confusing question. Spermatophores are stored in male cockroach. Spermatophores are stored in seminal vesicle. Same question, spermatophores are stored in female cockroach. Then answer is spermatheca. To confuse the student, if they asking male cockroach, they give first option as a spermatheca. When they asking female cockroach, they give first option as a seminal vesicle. So don't get confused. Male means seminal vesicle, female means spermatheca. So this is confusing bit. See, after attempting the question, the students realize. Okay, now they're asking male or female. Next, you realize after attempting. So before that, read question carefully. They're asking male or female. Okay, now next, see, this is structural organization. Next, human physiology. Human physiology concern. I think you are very much interested in human physiology, and the students are facing only difficulty in neural control and coordination. That is very easy. If you understood the concept, if you get the concept, need not to worry about neural control coordination. See, action potential is developed, rapid influx of sodium. Repolarization or restoring repolarization or restoring next resting potential, afflux of capillaries. Afflux of capillaries. This is confusing bit. Next, the current inside membrane from A to B, outside from B to E. Then concentration. Just remember the concentration of sodium, potassium outside, sodium, potassium inside. So this is about neural control. Students are feeling very difficulty in neural control. I think chemical control coordination is very interesting. Here in this, they are giving 4 questions, nearly 4 questions. Next, these 4 questions, antagonistic, not antagonistic. See, for example, take antagonistic. Antagonistic means opposite pair. MSH, melatonin, opposite. Next, insulin, glucagon, opposite. Next, releasing hormones, inhibiting hormones, antagonistic. ANF, RAS, antagonist. This is about chemical control and coordination. From chemical control, see, but adrenaline, noradrenaline is not antagonistic. T3 and T4 is not antagonistic. See, one more important point, relaxin and inhibin, they are not antagonistic, but they are not same function. Relaxin, inhibin, student thinking that is relax, this is inhibin. Next, relaxin, inhibin is not antagonistic, different functions. See, this is antagonistic, not antagonistic. And one more important point, next, after completing each chapter, next you have one fill in the blanks questions, next matching questions. In every chapter ending, you have fill in the blanks questions, next matching questions, some true or false questions. Don't forget to do that questions. Next, and also summary points are also important. In summary, neural control and coordination, 2-3 summary points are different. Chemical control and coordination, 2-3 summary points are different. So, for example, which are the following hormones helps in maturation and development of central neural system. Here, this is in summary, not in main chapter. So that is thyroid hormones, Okay, now next limbic system, olfaction, helps in olfaction. That is also in summary point. Androgens helps in erythropoiesis. That is also in summary. Next, every chapter ending and summary. You have to read summary points, but most of the 99% of the summary is also same. But at 2-3 chapters, some points are different. So underline that point. Next, read twice or thrice. Next, repeat 2 or 3 times. Next, and every day, if possible, write down one full test. Here, I think in zoology, it is very easy to score full marks, because in last year, the student who got 585, next she scored 180 out of 180 in zoology. See, so 180 is possible, but do the question paper carefully. Read the question paper and read to all options carefully. Practice from this day onwards, at least, means regardless of exam, number of grand test, mock tests are available. Practice daily 1 mock test, if possible, or otherwise day by day, and rectify your mistakes. So this is next my opinion, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. It was a very are there in biology, I realize now. So yeah. So what I understand as a layman point of view, whatever you had mentioned, of course, information they get it, but to remember, you say you make the tabular forms.
Yes.
Comparative tabular forms, connecting the things from various ideas, maybe various subtopics, writing them in one particular way, arranging them can make them remember better and linking them better. So that I understand. Yes, sir.
Remembering, sir. Remembering.
Right. So another point, when you are reading the question, you need to be careful because ambiguity might be there, or maybe you don't read it properly.
Yes,
they give one word and you may get confused the other way. So when you know that you can do it, you might be too excited or anxious and trying to do it in a hurry. You may not read the question properly. So be careful. Wherever you are supposed to get the marks, make sure that you get the marks. That point I got it. And another point you are saying specifically. So in at the end of the chapter, in the synopsis, there are some extra points which are not given in the text.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
those
sir.
points are being asked in the NEET exam. Not in
Yes,
every chapter, but in few chapters.
Yes, sir.
So that is very important. So I think students, please note that point. In certain chapters, whatever is not there in the text main content, specifically 1 or 2 points are given additionally at the end, that synopsis. Points to ponder or something, they mention it in the heading. So there, please make a note of such points and remember them. Some questions are coming from there as well. Yes, sir. So now we have come to pretty much conclusion. What I understand now is that if you could we could conduct some free mock tests for the students who are willing to get practice. I think we can also provide mock tests, free mock tests. We can keep subject-wise mock tests. We can conduct overall full test also mock tests. We can conduct, and we can also create recorded solutions for them, and then keep it available for the students. Maybe they'll be able to utilize it that way also. That's the idea I was thinking. But anyway, we'll definitely work on that. Sir, we just come to a conclusion of the student's question. Now, I request each faculty member individually to give final suggestions for this particular session. And we would like to create this kind of sessions quite often based on the students' requirement. So, Raghu sir, can you please conclude saying few words from your side regarding the preparation, these 25 days, what to do, how to prepare?
Yeah, from my side, what I'm saying that don't be panic. you need not to worry. See, whatever you have covered, just concentrate more on it. Yeah, whatever you don't know, you need not to worry for it, because we have very less time. Utilize it properly. And also while writing, while giving the test, please read properly. And also choose the easy one. No doubt at all, every student will get based on their capability. At least you will get, at least I'm saying, at least you will get 5 to 10 questions, whichever you can easily do it. So that is also very important. Selective. You have to select properly. Then first go for the easy one. Then after go for the little moderate. Then after, if you feel hard, you need not to go for it. Just leave it. What I want to say that don't leave it. Just you can do it later after finishing all the subjects. So, and also my best suggestion is that please every day you must go through formula, concepts, formula. Keep a particular book. Already, I hope you have well prepared that formula book. Please, every step, half an hour you have to go through it. At least, otherwise it is little hard to remember. A very good lecturer, a very good engineer, the best engineer, without having a spanner, he can't, open nut, screw. The same way, even though you're good at, you're best at the concepts, but without remembering the formula, you can't do it. So my best suggestion is that give the test and go through that formula book. Parallelly, you have to balance it from the physics side. So 1 hour preparation, if you go for the 1 hour preparation, better to write a 1 hour test. So you can improve your skills, and wherever where your weakness, you can find it.
Right, sir. Yeah. Chandrakant, sir.
Sir, so almost very valuable points sir has given, sir. My side, I guide students. Just they have to emotionally control, sir. They must be very peaceful these days. Generally, they will be excited by thinking the load of the content. It's not the time to think how much is left. Today, design a micro schedule in your own timetable, which is affordable, easy and comfortable manner. So emotionally, they have to be manage their mind. They have to be very well controlled and peaceful continuity of work. And they should not open any videos, no YouTube, nothing. They have to read just what they have already there, the books which they came across, that books only. Do not cross the boundary. Limited work, a quality work, that's it. Emotionally controlled. And they have to be peaceful. They will be disturbed if they are thinking that chapter is left. They should not think about how much they are loaded. They should not think about storage one. I guide that one, sir. First one is that, that's what main, I seriously guide student. Generally, in that age, they will think about, am I remember that or not? This one is done or not? This formula, is it F or M? So that type of cross-checking, no. You are learning, peacefully continue your preparation, write the test, that's enough.
Right, sir.
Vast electronic media and that one what missing and this is missing, no.
So get away from the social media. Immediately
Exactly.
Uninstall all the social media, whatever apps that you have in your mobile phone, tabs and all, immediately uninstall. And that
Yes, sir. Isolate yourself. Isolate yourself with books. Isolate yourself.
And be peaceful. Whatever you can do, you do it.
Yes, sir.
Don't
That's it.
think about what is not done. Yeah, right, sir. Taken point. Sir, Ram Prasad, sir. Final concluding.
This is a time for your more preparation, and don't read the new books. Like in market, there are many number of the books are available. Now, this is not the time to read those books. Now, revise the books, read the concepts that already you have learned or already you have referred once. Repeat, revise, read it thoroughly. And again, keeping the health point of view, again, eat properly, sleep well, and don't go here and there anywhere. And like, this is a time you have to settle down, do your job, do the best out of your, like, whatever the wish that you want to do, like you want to be a doctor or be any other side. This is the best time that you have to concentrate and you have to focus, right? And whenever you are getting a free time that you are not feeling well, talk to your parents, talk to your friends, have a free time, have a fun time with your friends or any other things, your relatives, and again come down to your normal position and then start again reading. This is the best method.
Yeah, that's very important point, sir, because at this point in time, the students get so tensed up in the last minute, they forget about the sleeping properly, and they don't take care of the food and all properly. That's going to cause a lot of problem in the end again. That's very important to have a balance. So ideally speaking, 7 hours of sleep is required every day. Otherwise, the brain doesn't work properly, and that they don't remember them. That's not going to be helpful anyway. So making sure that the health is maintained, and also whenever you feel like disturbed, talk to your parents, siblings. That is enough. You don't have to open WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and all to talk to your friends. Okay, if you are getting some valuable information from anywhere, which is going to be helpful for your exam, that's a different thing. To talk to your friends and look at the notifications of what is happening there, that I think you need to control yourself. That's the most important aspect.